Have you noticed your legs don't feel the same as they used to? Maybe they feel heavier, weaker, or more painful with each passing day. And even everyday activities like walking up the stairs, bending down to tie your shoes, standing in line at the grocery store, or even just getting out of bed in the morning feel like they take much more effort than they used to. And this can be extremely frustrating because these are things you have been able to do easily for decades without a second thought. If that sounds familiar, you are certainly not alone, because leg weakness, stiffness, cramps, and general discomfort in the legs are extremely common after age 60. But here's the part that many people don't realize. A lot of this has less to do with just getting older and far more to do with your daily habits. Specifically, what you are eating, what you are drinking, and even what is in your supplement cabinet. Believe it or not, 2 commonly used vitamins may actually be contributing to weaker legs and painful cramps. And on top of that, certain everyday foods, the kind most people don't think twice about, can slowly drain your energy, damage circulation, and accelerate the loss of muscle strength over time. In this video, we're going to go through the most important foods and nutrients that you need to be cautious with if you are over 60, and we're also going to discuss what to focus on instead so that your legs can stay strong, mobile, and pain-free for many years to come. Most people already know that sugar isn't exactly healthy, but very few realize just how directly it can impact muscle and leg strength, particularly as the body ages. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at processing sugar, and each time you eat cookies, cakes, candy, sugary drinks, or even flavored coffee drinks, your blood sugar spikes much higher than it used to, which triggers inflammation throughout your body, including in your muscles, joints, and even your tendons. This inflammation in the muscles leads to soreness, stiffness, slower recovery after activity, and even minor aches that linger for days. Inflammation in the joints of your knees, hips, and ankles increases pain and swelling, making simple activities like walking, bending, and climbing stairs feel more difficult, uncomfortable, and exhausting. Another hidden problem with sugar is circulation. High blood sugar damages the lining of your blood vessels, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach the leg muscles, which causes them to fatigue more quickly, increases the likelihood of cramps, and can even make recovery after exercise much slower than before. Sugar also contributes to fat gain, adding extra stress on the knees, hips, and ankles, meaning that even if your muscles are reasonably strong, the extra weight makes movement more difficult, more tiring, and sometimes even painful. You don't need to give up all sweetness completely, though, because that is not realistic for most people. Instead, you can replace desserts with fresh fruit, plain yogurt topped with berries, a small piece of dark chocolate, or even naturally sweetened snacks like dates or dried fruit, which not only satisfy your cravings, but also provide fiber, antioxidants, and essential nutrients that protect your muscles instead of harming them. Next, let's talk about fried foods, because these are a major hidden culprit in leg weakness and inflammation. Think French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, donuts, or any foods that are deep fried in unhealthy oils. They taste great, but they're loaded with trans fats, oxidized oils, and other compounds that damage blood vessels and trigger widespread inflammation, which is a double blue for your legs, poor circulation, plus stiff sore muscles. Over time, fried foods also contribute to weight gain and can lead to a condition called insulin resistance, where your body stores fat instead of using it for energy, leaving muscles starved of the fuel they need to maintain strength. Without proper energy, muscles begin to break down faster, accelerating sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. Sarcopenia is particularly concerning because weaker muscles lead to more falls, reduced independence, slower recovery from injuries, and even difficulty performing everyday tasks like carrying groceries or getting in and out of the car. Many older adults rely on fried takeout because it is convenient, affordable, and tasty, but that convenience comes at a high cost to leg strength and overall health. Simple cooking swaps like baking, steaming, air frying, or grilling can maintain flavor while reducing unhealthy fats that damage circulation and muscle tissue. Adding herbs, spices, lemon juice, or garlic instead of heavy batter can make meals flavorful while supporting muscle function and joint health. Even small changes like switching from fried chicken to oven-baked chicken with rosemary and olive oil can noticeably improve leg strength, reduce stiffness, and improve overall energy levels in a matter of weeks. Another major factor is white bread and refined carbohydrates. Foods such as white bread, white rice, pastries, and sugary cereals are stripped of fiber, protein, and micronutrients, leaving mostly starch that quickly converts into sugar in your body. Similar to desserts, refined carbs cause blood sugar spikes followed by crashes, days, leaving your muscles fatigued, more prone to cramping, and slower to recover. This explains why, after a sandwich on white bread or a plate of plain white pasta, you might feel lethargic, heavy, or sluggish instead of energized. Over time, high intake of refined carbs robs your muscles of the steady fuel they need, increases weakness, fatigue, and even leg pain. Swapping in whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, whole grain bread, oatmeal, or barley can provide fiber, magnesium, B vitamins, and other critical nutrients for muscle repair, nerve function, and energy production. Even replacing half of your refined carbohydrate intake with whole grains can make your legs feel lighter, stronger, and more energetic in a matter of weeks. Another major factor is alcohol, because this can seriously impact muscle function and leg strength. As the body ages, it processes alcohol less efficiently, and even 1 or 2 drinks can interfere with absorption of essential nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, which are critical for bone strength, nerve function, and muscle contraction. Alcohol is also a diuretic, which dehydrates the body, and dehydration is one of the fastest ways to trigger painful leg cramps, especially at night. Beyond dehydration, alcohol damages nerve pathways over time, potentially causing tingling, numbness, or weakness in the legs. Moderation is essential, limiting alcohol consumption to occasional social events and replacing daily drinking habits with sparkling water, herbal tea, or non-alcoholic alternatives can protect muscles, bones, and nerves while supporting better sleep and recovery. Processed meats also include bacon, ham, sausages, and hot dogs are another major culprit for leg weakness. High in sodium, nitrates, and preservatives, its foods fuel inflammation, increase water retention, and make your legs feel heavier and stiffer. Additionally, processed meats are generally lower in high-quality protein compared to fresh meats, fish, eggs, or plant-based proteins. Without adequate high-quality protein, your muscles cannot rebuild properly after daily activity, leading to faster decline in leg strength and increased fatigue. Lean proteins such as chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, and tofu provide essential amino acids needed to maintain firm, responsive muscles that help prevent falls, reduce cramps, and support overall mobility. Instant noodles, packaged snacks, and ready-made meals are convenient, cheap, and tasty, but they often contain high levels of sodium, artificial flavors, and preservatives. High sodium intake increases blood pressure, which damages circulation to the legs, while refined carbs in these foods give a quick sugar spike, but no real nutrition, leaving muscles undernourished and more prone to cramping. Eating these foods frequently crowds out healthier options, meaning your body misses out on the vitamins and minerals that prevent weakness and maintain energy. Quicker alternatives like oatmeal, whole grain wraps, pre-chopped vegetables with lean protein, or frozen vegetables with fish, beans, or eggs can provide convenience without sacrificing muscle support or leg health. Processed cheese products such as individually wrapped slices or spreadable tubs also poke hidden risks. They often contain high sodium, preservatives, and low-quality fats. Sodium stiffens blood vessels, reducing circulation, while poor-quality fats interfere with calcium absorption, affecting both muscles and bones. Cottage cheese, ricotta, or plain Greek yogurt are better alternatives because they provide calcium and protein in forms your body can actually use. Pairing them with fruit or nuts enhances taste, adds antioxidants, and boosts nutrient intake. Ice cream and milk chocolate combine sugar and saturated fat, maximizing inflammation. Too much sugar weakens muscles, while saturated fat clogs circulation. A smarter choice is dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa, or frozen yogurt with fruit, providing satisfaction without damaging muscles. Now let's cover the 2 vitamins you need to be cautious with after 60. Vitamin E is beneficial in small amounts, but high-dose supplements can actually weaken muscles and increase bleeding risk. Calcium, while essential for bone health, can be harmful when taken in excessive supplement form without adequate magnesium or K2. Excess calcium can accumulate in the arteries rather than in the bones, reducing circulation, causing stiffness, cramps, and potentially increasing the risk of cardiovascular issues. The overarching message is simple. To keep legs strong and pain-free after 60, focus on 3 main areas. Reduce inflammation by cutting sugar, fried foods, and processed meats. Improve circulation by limiting alcohol, sodium, and unhealthy fats. And fuel muscles properly with lean protein, whole grain vegetables, and mineral-rich foods. Remember that more is not always better with supplements. Small, consistent changes like swapping white rice for quinoa, reducing fried meals, drinking more water, or adding a daily serving of leafy greens add up quickly. These changes reduce cramps,
increase energy, improve mobility, and help maintain independence longer. Imagine being able to walk, climb stairs, play with grandchildren, or move around freely without constantly worrying about weak, stiff, or painful legs. By taking simple, consistent steps, you can protect your muscles, joints, and circulation, ensure your legs remain strong, functional, and pain-free well into your 70s, 80s, and even beyond. And the best part is that these improvements do not require extreme diets or expensive treatments. They are achieved through smart choices, awareness, and small adjustments to daily habits that accumulate over time into a powerful difference in mobility, strength, and overall quality of life.